came to serve.
We came to heal.
We came to love.
We came to bless.
We came to change lives.
We came to Nepal. Well, we got here on Friday, and we kind of crashed Friday night, and then Sabbath we weren't really sure what we were going to do because of a little bit of a communication issue. We were able to go to church with the people, and we kind of just hiked around, kind of saw the country and observed the culture and stuff like that.
Alright, so today pretty much what we've been doing is we came out to this village here, and as you can see there's a lot of rubble behind me, and this is just a part of a house. It was actually like a food cellar, and it had collapsed, and there was like a lot of food that was in there. So what we did is we just helped by moving all the rocks and stuff, trying to find and salvage any food that we could.
Right now, in that pile that we're doing over there, we're just trying to dig out a roll of pipe for water for them, so that way they can get their main source of life. We take water for granted, and you know, it's crazy just here in a third world country. You know, it makes you rethink everything.
We're gonna die. We just took the drug off, and we go like this the whole time, and it's terrifying.
Pretty much there's like a 1,000-foot drop off to our left.
All you have to do is concentrate on how much danger there is on the side, and if you see there's no land, then you know you're gonna tip, so you just kind of expect it.
But it's all for the good of the people, so we'll be okay.
Alright, so today we went to a remote village on top of a mountain that was pretty devastated, and right now we're setting up the medical station so that they can help these people. I don't think they've seen a doctor. There's lots of people complaining of stomach cramps, and the kid came in and had a broken wrist. We got everybody inside doing blood pressure and in charge of the pharmacy and different things like that. So that's what we're doing today.
Right now we're just getting our first chance to do a little bit of psychological first aid, so we're just playing a whole bunch of games with the kids over here. One of them was called Fire in the Mountain, and it was where there's one person in the middle and people would run around them and then they'd shout a number and you'd have to get in that group, and if you didn't, you were out. And then we played another one that's a cat and mouse game.
You know, there's nothing better in psychological first aid than making the day of a kid. A kid that has been sitting in rubble for a few weeks trying to rebuild their homes. You know, it's just, like I said, it's complete devastation. They don't have much water, so when we brought water out, you know, they were all grouped together, you know, pouring water in their mouth. Here in Nepal, the need is so great, and it is just such a blessing to be here and to see the happiness on these kids' faces.
What I'm doing right now is, well, being lazy, because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is taking blood pressure up at the medical clinic we have established in the village here.
So basically what we're doing today is the same thing that we did yesterday, except today my mom and a couple of other nurses taught some of us how to take blood pressure. So right now Brian's taking the blood pressure of some of the people that come through, and he's writing it down, and then they're going on and moving to the different doctors and getting what they need for their prescriptions and stuff. And then Martina, Laura, and I are handing out the medicines that the doctor prescribed, and people go on their way.
So we just had another aftershock, which could hardly be considered an aftershock, because some of the people said it was about as powerful as the first one that initially hit, and it was kind of scary because we looked around us and saw some of the buildings crumbling, and we could see the ground swaying in front of us. And we looked up on the mountainside and saw a lot of plumes of dust going up, so you can tell more buildings have collapsed.
So about 3 hours ago we had another aftershock, which registered about 7.3, and we were at a village at that point. But when we came back to the hospital, all the patients had been moved out because none of them wanted to be in the hospital, you know, when the earth was shaking. So right now we came back and we were setting up tents, you know, so the patients can be underneath those tents. and we're setting up also electricity and things so that the patients can have their monitors and whatever they need right now. And as we were setting up, we were moving the stakes and everything, pounding everything in to make sure that if there's any wind or another aftershock, everything's going to remain stable. And so that's basically what we're doing right now. So on the last day, instead of cleaning rubble or doing a medical clinic, we actually got to train a group of pathfinders about disaster response.
The module that I did was medical, and I got to be Sierra's victim, dummy, whatever you want to call it. We were able to teach them different things about shock, the 3 killers, and how to respond to that.
Now, we'd been working with these group of pathfinders for the last few days, clearing rubble. They had been our translators, and they were super helpful. And it was just a really great bonding experience, you know, to help train them, work with them. That was really special, and we really will miss them a lot.
We came to Nepal to live and share Christ. Many times when disaster strikes, people begin searching for something more, a reason to carry on. Jesus is that reason. He is what this world needs and is unknowingly longing for. We are Christ's hands and feet. We are to carry His love to others. But many times, something is holding us back. Whether it be fear, finances, or the possibility of failure, something keeps us from serving. But is our fear more important than the souls Christ died to save? Don't let these things hold you back. God is bigger than any of our inadequacies. So trust Christ with your life and go.